Saturday, one-man garage. Pretty dang cool out, the cool breeze. Figured I need to do a little work on this Catalina. I never got to test and tune it all this time since the aluminum wheels and the electrical stuff. Might be changing out the radiator and fan to the other fan with the old radiator. Not sure yet, but I need to clock that alternator and try to beef up this brace, make it a bigger diameter, try to make it a little less bouncy, because this thing, it bounces around a little bit and I'm worried it's gonna, like stress the bolt and break off or something. So we might end up having to put that good clutch, replace fan back on if we have to. But I'm gonna be fooling with this today. We might go run it tomorrow afternoon. Fixing to take these little bolts out and try to rotate the alternator to move this post so it'll be more here instead of right there. Do that, and then we'll see if we can beef up the bracket. It'd be nice if I get a rear support bracket. Maybe I can build one today. Well, got that all bolted back up together, no problem, and went over to the parts I scavenged off that 301 Pontiac I got for nothing that I scrapped, and sure enough, the actual spacer for alternator, pretty much dead on to what I'd made, is available. So we'll just be using that, put it back together, and then try to do a brace and run off of this back bolt where your braces usually go. See how that works. Well, I'm pretty happy how this worked out. It's not touching nothing, it's all accessible now. This is already feeling better without even the brace. As far as the brace goes, we do have a hole here. I think we'll just run it and see how much it shakes. Need to fire it up anyway. To get my high-tech installation going. Yep, that means it's working. Got the damn roll bars in here, kind of in the way. Fuel cell out of gas, but that's fine. You can see it's still bouncing around like an Easter bunny. So now I'm trying to figure out a brace so it won't fracture the bolt while it's going down the road and then ground out the positive cable and start an electrical fire and catch gas and burn the whole thing to the ground. I struggled to make a piece of crap, garbage piece of aluminum flipped around. It's more like a dampener, but I had a studded Pontiac intake bolt reduced to 5/16 for this thin aluminum, but it helped. So, maybe just use it for one trip to the track. I don't think this is a real fix, but hey, it ain't broke till it's broken. Maybe it won't break, but that's on there too now, so that's better. So it's improved, and this is improved. Probably should have checked charging. Oh well. Just got back getting some more super unleaded, top off that fuel cell. I guess we'll load this up tomorrow after church and go do some TNT at XRP. Meanwhile, a while back I robbed the spacer out of the Star Chief 66 Pontiac because I wanted that particular square to spreadboard adapter. I had that divider in and I put it on the C10, and I had this 4-hole one that I wanted to put back on this one to give it maximum off idle torque or whatever. So I need to get this button back up and fired up. This thing, was getting good mileage last year with that 80 something Silverado carburetor, and you know, it's always leaking air out of that tire. Don't know why. I might put some different wheels and front tires on it, and been wanting to get the windshield resealed. It's got that HVAC tape on it because, you know, water leaks. That's why it's backed in here. I was hoping to call the glass man over the winter, but never got around to it. Sounds familiar. But let's get this thing back together and fire it up. Got that back together. Lickety split. Got another wing nut because I think I lost one, but you can unleash the 290 or 299 horsepowers of this old thing, which is formerly high compression original 389, but I changed the heads from a 290 horse 2-barrel 10 1/4 to 1 down to 71 400 2-barrel heads, knocked down to 8 to 1. Runs on regular 87 octane instead of 98 octane or 95 or whatever it was meant for. But a 4-barrel swap and dual exhaust, so basically makes about the same 290 or 300 horse, but at 8 to 1 instead of 10 to 1. But now you can drive it anywhere and put, you know, the cheapest gas in it. So there you go. Love getting in this car. It has the Morocide vinyl Pontiac fake leather. Man, allergies killing me this afternoon. Oh, dang it. My bad. But yeah, that's brings back memories of my driving my original old 68 Le Mans cars back in the day. That Morocide vinyl. It's this 60s Pontiac smell you want in your car. And probably the battery's dead. Go figure. Take two. It was just disconnected. Maybe it'll work. Got to get gas back up to it though. Come on. There we go. Original oil pump. Piston's never been out of the engine. And 57,000 original miles. How about it? She's alive. Yay! Not bad. Detail this whole thing. It's going to show you there's a hole in my hood right here. I just drilled it. It's not quite centered, but that's the carb stud. I want to get my tall air filter on it, but close the hood. The time has come. The fiberglass Super Duty scoop needs to be on here. Yes, marking it now. Well, I did a little markup, make us a square, got a new wheel on the death machine, and well, you know, I got a shirt laying over the carburetor. That's fine. Let's cut it up. Who cares? That worked very well, except for the sparks burning my arms, but that's fine. I guess we'll test fit the air filter, see if it opens and closes, and then we'll start doing the fine tuning and what it takes to install this. Well, here's the moment of truth. Oh, well, kinda. Let's see. I mean, it closes. It's kind of touching though. Guess I should see if I can trim back a little more. That is close, but the pins are down, but we don't want to rub that anodize off. Angle cuts here, notch that out just a little bit more. I think we're just going to leave it at that. I mean, the hood closes, it kind of touches. We'll just have to deal with it. It's meant to be tight. We'll get a little bit of cold air sort of kind of shoved in there. Of course, we'll eventually hopefully have a glass hood, and they do make some slightly bigger Super Duty scoops for the style, but now I got to get some hardware and line up some holes to bolt that thing on. I ain't bolted on, but this was just always meant to be, always was in the plan. You know, Pontiac actually used the Super Duty hood scoop. Their program was called Super Duty, but the hood scoop's actually a Super Duty, you know, heavy duty Ford truck hood scoop. Pontiac actually bought Ford, you know, big truck hood scoops because they had those supercharged engines in those 2 or 3 ton trucks, and put a Pontiac part number on it during the Super Duty program. So there's a little short history of the Super Duty Ford hood scoop that came on the Super Duty Pontiacs. So how about that? Well, it's on there. Some silicone between the bolts ran like studs. The back corner, I didn't get one to come through, it missed. So it's got two in front strong and one in the back and silicone. It's pretty nasty, but let that dry and then we'll still probably add one in the back corner, but we're going to use the vice grips, let it seal up. It's fine. It's good enough for this car. Oh yeah, bolted down, and a little silicone. Might do some sanding touch-ups on the hood, give it that fresh old look. Test and tune tomorrow. Air cleaner installed. Well, we're going to try to see if we can run maybe a 7.0 with the hood on tomorrow. XRP, we'll see.